What's up, guys? It's Arctic Boy here, back with another video. I've been really sorry about this what if of Vangelia, boss of Deku. This is a redo. I'm gonna do a redo of part 1 of it. Hope you guys like it. It's a redo of part 1. It's gonna be the same thing, just more in detail version, less stuttering. So instead of calling it Vangelia, it's gonna be what if Deku was a mafia boss. All the same things, just the name change, and there is gonna be rings in here, and I'm gonna change it up where Izuku Midoriya does get one for all. He's not gonna be overpowered. He's gonna be more chillax. So yeah, let's get started. So we start off in Italy, Paris, where Izuku Midoriya, or known as Deku, was born at. And so he hasn't really been to Japan yet because he lives in Italy. So he grew up with the mafia. So, he grew up until he was, I would say, 4 years old. Then his mother had to leave because of a business. She is actually the gang leader of a mafia in Italy. So half of her family had to come with her. So, they all moved to Japan, they bought themselves a mansion. So, Midoriya is very wealthy in this what if. He is very wealthy. He's more wealthy than other people you think. So, by the time he moves to Japan, his quirk started manifesting. It was depth shot. So, it's gonna be like a fight or flight situation. Or, you guys could say, if it's gonna be flight or fight, you can send a comment if you don't want fight or flight, or you just want to be a different quirk. Well, his quirk is going to be like, let's say Deadshot's quirk. Like, how Deadshot, how he has, like, he's just very overpowered with guns and stuff. Let's just say his quirk is like, he could summon out guns and make guns out of anything. He'd be like, oh, a bent. Oh, look, a wood. Let me turn into a gun. Turns into a gun that magically shoots out bullets. He'll be like, what's that anime? I forgot, but his quirk's gonna be like, let's just say, this would be like more mafia than more school related. He's still gonna go to school. He wants to become a hero when he grows up, because in Japan, that's where heroes are at. But he's a wealthy kid, so he's been outshunned by everyone. So now let's start him going to school. So they move to Japan, they settled in for a month, and then his mom knows to speak Japanese because she has to be fluent in it. She's fluent in Japanese, and her son, since he was still young, he learned Japanese by default when he got there within the week or so. He's very smart. He's not dumb. He's just a smart kid. Because in Mafia, you have to be smart about money. And his quirk is overpowered. He literally has a drum gun or the Tommy gun, and this is what he carries on him all the time. He's strapped. But it's like how Pokemon has their backpack and it's like an infinite space. It's like, how do I put this in here, right? Maybe like that. He has like a dimension thing where he just open his hands and it pops up onto him. He could do lethal bullets or non-lethal. Yeah, he could switch it over to like tranquilizer darts or something like that. So, he's basically gonna be a gunsmith. He's gonna be a gunslinger. I'd just say he's a gunslinger, but he's in the mafia, and he has his own family when he was growing up. So this is where it changes. So he goes to school in a kindergarten, or I forgot what age it is for us to be in kindergarten. This quarantine stuff is really messing up my brain. And so he's inside. He goes to school. Let's say he goes to a kindergarten. I'm gonna say kindergarten. I don't care. He goes preschool. My bad, preschool or daycare. He goes to daycare, and everyone's like the daycare takers say we have a new student joining us from Italy, and the caretakers say come inside, Izuku, dear. And then it comes in Izuku Midoriya. He's wearing a hat, and he's just wearing a hat, like a mafia hat, like he belongs to a mafia boss. And so he's inside and stuff. He comes in and he says, "Hi, my name is Izuku Midoriya," and he notices a very blonde and very rowdy kid named Bakugo. So he wanted to say hi, see that he would be a perfect expert for his family. So after they introduced themselves, Bakugo wasn't paying attention to the new kid, but he heard a new kid's name. It's like, oh, we got a new kid. I wonder how strong he is. And what's his quirk? And Midoriya comes up and says, "Hi, my name is Midoriya, and his name is Bakugo Katsuki." And he's like, "Do you want to join my family, my mafia?" And everyone's like, "What, mafia?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm in a mafia." And so people saying, "So you're basically in a gang?" And he was like, "Yeah, I'm in a gang. My mom is the boss." So you're saying, if we take care of you, she will protect us? Basically. She's not gonna let her own kid get hurt. And she has the same quirk as me. Yeah, I'm changing Midoriya's mother's quirk to be like Izuku. So instead of telekinesis or levitation, whatever her thing is, has the same quirk as Izuku Midoriya. Her father, now I want to repeat this. Her father was a fire-breathing guy. So yeah, it'd be the same father and everything, except Izuku Midoriya and her mom's quirk. So yeah. And so going through the caretaker, daycare, and stuff like that. Sorry, repeat what I was saying. So they're wondering why he's in the gang, and then they finally realize, oh, he's from Italy, so he must be from there. He was born there, so it's natural initiation. And so Bakugo was like, "I don't want to join your gang. You're going to become villain." And everyone started teasing Izuku Midoriya for being a mean kid, but in reality he was super nice, super chill. So as time goes on, he recruited more people. He met with the first person he ever made friends with was Todoroki. Okay, because Todoroki was looking for friends, and he was outside, and then he saw Izuku Midoriya and his mom walking for food and stuff, daily groceries with the family pack, and he was like, Dad, look at that." And NG, very still mean, looks over there and sees a gang, and they're like, "Oh, so you didn't want to mess with those? Those are mafia gangs." I'm gonna say that his mother is actually a hero. So, a mafia and a hero. So, I'm gonna say how she became a hero. She went through a test series of a heroism instead of going through school. She signed up to be a hero. And so she got confirmation that she's allowed to be a hero, but she can't use non-lethal bullets. She has to use rubber bullets or something that won't kill a villain. You get me? Like heroes do. And so she agreed to that. And so she started making so she asked her son if he can make rubber bullets for her. And since Midori had an evolution version of hers, he was able to give her bullets, rubber bullets that hurt. You know how the SWAT teams, they have those bing bags launchers and they shoot you with it? If you ever been shot one, I'm telling you, it's not a fun feeling, bro. It hurts. Literally, I almost had a broken rib once because my friend was in the police officer, so we were just going there for fun, and we asked him, can you shoot us with a beanbag launcher? They're like, yeah, why not? And so they shot us, and we hurt, our chest almost broke. I'm surprised you guys usually they say like the ribs break easy. I'm like, not for me, I have tough bones. Anyway, stop that. So we started off that, and then Todoroki starts going over and across the street to say hi to the little kid. and a car was coming, and Izuku's mom saw that, and Izuku's mom came over and protected Todoroki and got her out of the way. And she says, "Are you okay, little one?" And Enji came up and says, "Oh, thank you for saving my son." And the Midoriya family finally realized who it was. It was like, "Oh my god, it's his number 2 hero, Endeavor." I was like, "What are you guys doing out here?" And, they talked, and they finally made a relationship, and then throughout their childhood life, Izuku Midoriya had Todoroki as a friend. So Todoroki was never alone. He never had a dark past, because he was always hanging out with Midoriya and sleeping over. And so his mom never went to the hospital. His mom never did something bad to his son. His mom was nice and calm, stuff like that. Had fun with Izuku's, mom, and, talked a lot. And the real question is, when Izuku's mom finally asks, does Todoroki want to be part of the Midoriya family? And Todoroki's mom said, "Yeah, sure, why not? It offers protection." And Midoriya says, "Yes, it will." So then, and over the past years, Midoriya and Todoroki Todoroki was the first person to be in Midoriya's family pack. So, over the past years, let's say, we're in middle school now, so 6th grade, and it's the first year of middle school. Todoroki and him are both going to the same school. This is where they meet Uraraka, and, stuff like that happens, and stuff. And Izuku Midoriya falls in love with Uraraka, or Chako, because she's beautiful, she's, very strong for a kid. She can levitate stuff, and Midoriya feels like there's gonna be a perfect aspect to her family for a good squad. And so, school goes on, and they finally meet. They say hi to each other. They become good friends. Todoroki and her and him are good friends, and Bakugo is starting to notice that Midoriya is starting to get strong. He's a lot taller than this. He's more wide, he's more buffed, he works out on a daily basis, and, his quirk is getting a lot stronger. His quirk evolved, so I'll say his quirk has an evolution state. I've got the same, but when he first met his quirk, it was just a pistol. A regular pistol. And it evolved over time to, stuff like that, and later on in the future, he will get powerful guns. Right now, it's literally a submachine gun. Ain't the gun he's holding right now, that's later on. It's literally just a regular submachine gun. He can paint it wherever he wants. He can put camos on it. It'd be like Call of Duty, basically. He can customize his own things. And so, school and stuff like that happens. And Uraraka and them have fun. They do all their childhood dreams. Now it's, let's say, the start of the anime. Now we get all the backstory up. Start of the anime. We start with Izuku Midoriya walking with his family. There's only 3 people left. There's only 3 people in his family: Uraraka, Todoroki, and Izuku Midoriya. They're walking on the bridge to get their home, because they both all live together. I'm gonna say that Izuku Midoriya rented out an apartment for all. It'd be like a crew, basically, and they both live in their same apartment. So, her mother has her own house and stuff like that. But, what I mean, like a joint confession. So Midoriya finally is old enough to have his own family, a family of members. And so they all have rings. Now, these rings don't give them any special power. These rings initiate who they am. So, it'd just be regular rings, and it won't be element. It'll just be a ring with the name on it. And comment down below, what should Deku's mafia gang name be? You know what I mean? Like, a group of gang, basically. Mafia bosses and stuff. And so, Izuku Midoriya is walking with them under the bridge, and a sludge villain says, "I don't know which one," in her rumbling, and then sludge villain comes up. And I don't know which one to choose. They're all good. Maybe that little lady right there. Izuku Midoriya heard this and starts pulling out his submachine gun. Not submachine gun, but, his AK-47 evolved into AK-47, so, he's able to go like that, and he shoots at the villain, holding him back. Now, I repeat, this AK-47 has a modified barrel and chamber and extended mag. So basically, it's bringing out more powerful, and it has a suppressor. So all you hear is this. You don't hear any gunfire coming off, except for fireballs coming out of it. And it's just shooting, and holding back the villain by it going through. Then Todoroki says, "Look at his eyes. His eyes look physical." So Izuku Midoriya start hitting the sludge villain in the eye with rubber bullets, and it's starting to hurt him because it's pushing out so much force it can break rocks. That's how powerful the rubber bullets are. It won't kill, but it will break bones if it have to. So he's starting to shoot, and after a while they are exhausted, and All Might comes up from there and says, "Don't worry, I am here," and blows off the sludge villain. And everyone is all freaking out. It's All Might, it's All Might. And Izuku Midoriya wanted to ask a question with All Might, and All Might jumped while Izuku Midoriya latched onto All Might's leg, and Gravity follows them by hopping on Midoriya's leg, and Todoroki is all left behind because he wasn't paying attention. And Araka saw, and All Might says, "What are you guys doing? Get off my leg! If you do that, we'll fall and we'll die." And Gravity didn't say anything because she wasn't paying attention. Now she saw the bottle starting to fly off the pocket, and she caught it. And they land on the roof, and it says, "That was a very bad thing to do, kid." "Well, I'm sorry, All Might. I just want to ask you a question. Can a gang of mafias can a mafia boss become a hero?" And All Might says, "Mafia boss. Wait, you're Izuku Midoriya, right?" "Yes, I am. How do you know?" "Because your mother is the 5th hero, and she has a mafia gang." "Yes, that's my mother." "And this is your little crew?" "We got one more, but I think he's left behind. You pick him up later, though." And All Might says, "Yeah, you can. You just can't use lethal bullets, or you can't kill no one." And that's not the whole point, All Might. We're not trying to kill no one. We're trying to protect people who we love. And All Might says, "Yes, you can become a hero if you're a mafia boss." And so, that bright of Izuku Midoriya's day, it was like, yes, 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 yes. And that happens, and All Might. And it didn't go down to his skinny form because it was super fast. He left. He jumped off. And, and stuff like that. And, All Might, and then, they're walking home. And, nothing other happened like that. And then I'm going to end it off right here. And they're home, by the way. They're resting and stuff like that. I'm going to end it off right here. And, yeah, if you guys like the video, like and subscribe and comment if you guys want to. And tell me if you want me to change anything. This is a redo of part 1. I might do a redo of part 2 later on in the future. I wouldn't know when, but, this is a freestyle thing of my head. I gotta write down a script. And, have a little comedy in it. So, yeah, if you guys like this video, you know what to do. And thank you for your patience about this. And I'm sorry.